शिवं शिवं सनातनं शिवं शिवं सनातन शिवं शिवं सनातनं शिवं शिवं सनातनं शिवं शिवं सनातनं.
Namaste. Om Namah Shivaya. So today we are starting the Bhagavad Gita Practical Life series. This is episode 1. So we will be mostly focusing on the practical application instead of chanting the shlokas. It is not that we are against the chanting. You can always do it. It's good. Instead of thinking something negative or waste, it is always good that you do something. But here our focus will be on the practical application. So in this practical application, we'll be focusing mainly on the Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya means knowledge. Means through knowledge, we are going to know the self, the supreme soul, and the 5 elements of nature. So if you see the Bhagavad Gita first chapter where Arjuna was in a state of despondency, in that state, the supreme soul has guided him to know about himself, saying that you are a soul. And the 58 to 68 shloka has very beautifully given the example of a tortoise, how to rule over the senses. So we will be mostly focusing on the second chapter, that is the Sankhya Yoga. Apart from that, we will be focusing on other chapters also. We will be giving some references, some indications of the book. So all the spiritual seekers, whoever are watching this video, our request is to, whatever episodes we are going to record are all interconnected. So just see them in a series. And the most important thing which we want to tell in this episode itself is, apart from Bhagavad Gita, we are going to cover the Ramayana and Mahabharata also. If Bhagavad Gita is a theory, Ramayana and Mahabharata are a pictorial depiction of the theory, what is said in Bhagavad Gita. That I will explain in detail in the upcoming videos. So the narrative, what we want to tell here is, if we apply this Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana and Mahabharata knowledge to the soul, you will get the right answers. If you apply this knowledge to the body, you will get the wrong answers. So in the upcoming videos, I will be repeating this statement very frequently, though it may be sounding a little bit boring, but it is essential to understand the knowledge. So now we'll start with the Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra means it's a field of action. So the narrative, what I said, it should be applied to the soul. So where this field of action is there, it is in the soul. A place where we create thoughts. A place where there is a clash between the waste and the elevated thoughts. I'm not using the word positive and negative because Bhagavad Gita is talking about the next level, the waste and the elevated thoughts. So any thought related to the soul is called as the elevated thought. Any soul is aligning with the self and creating thoughts, words and deeds. That means they are at the elevated level. So the 7 qualities of the soul, whatever are there, the peace, the love, the purity, the knowledge, the happiness, the bliss and the thought power. These are all 7 qualities, the Sat, which is called as the Sato Pradhan state in the Bhagavad Gita. That means we are aligning with the self. That means we are creating thoughts at the elevated level, Shreshta Sthiti. Suppose if we are in the Paradharma, matlab the acquired qualities, what we call as the lust, anger, greed, attachment, ahankar, arrogance, and jealousy, which is called as matsarya. These are the acquired qualities, paradharma. So in this first episode, in the field of action, in the Kurukshetra, in the Karma Kshetra, where we are creating the thoughts, words and deeds, in this situation, in the Karma Kshetra, Arjuna is in a state of despondency because he was not willing to fight against the people who are standing against him. Suppose if we take Duryodhan. Duryodhan means he is not a person. He is a person where the qualities are depicted. दुर्योधन means जो धन का दुरुपयोग करने वाला, means who is misusing the thought power, the power of knowledge. In between, I'll be using some Hindi words also because some words are not there in English, but we are trying to put it in English also. So at certain points of time, I'll be talking both Hindi and English. At the end of the video, I will be displaying my mobile number. If anybody has any questions, you can just revert to me through a message or a call. But while referring to me, while asking the questions, you should give me the reference of the episode saying that since so and so episode, this is what you have said, we need some clarification. But since this is the first episode, we cannot clarify everything in the first episode itself. Just please watch all the episodes and anything you can get back to me. The only purpose of me recording these videos is that you should experience the health, wealth, and happiness. This is a good wish for you. This is a Shubhkamna towards all the spiritual seekers who want to enjoy the health, wealth, and happiness and who want to experience the love of the Supreme. So now coming to the point. In the battlefield, Kurukshetra means always we are undergoing some inner battles. For example, if somebody is acting with anger, immediately we are absorbing that anger from us and we are also responding with the same state. Here, what we are doing with our thought saying that this person is getting angry, with the thought we are absorbing that anger. So that is actually removing our peace. Once the peace is removed, automatically the anger takes place and we'll experience the discomfort. Means the knowledge what the Supreme is giving that we have to live on the righteous path. Because if the entire day I'm living with peace means I'm on the righteous path. If I'm living with anger means I'm on the unrighteous path, adharma. Righteous path means dharma. So now coming to the battlefield, Arjuna by looking at Duryodhan, they were all cousins, they have a relationship. So he says that I cannot kill them. He cannot kill Duryodhana because he's related to him. What does that mean? In my present life, I'm not willing to kill the Duryodhana who is in me. Means I'm misusing the power of knowledge. I'm misusing the thought power. Duryodhan, धन का दुरुपयोग करने वाला. कौन सा धन? The knowledge. ज्ञान का धन. Bhagwan is giving us, Supreme Soul is giving us a knowledge. We are misusing it. Then Dusyasan, शासनों का उल्लंघन करने वाला. Means Dusyasan means the person who manipulates the law, the person who manipulates the code of conduct. Supreme Soul has said that you have to live with peace. We are crossing that code of conduct by behaving with anger. So where is Dusyasan? He is inside me. Then Shakuni. Shakuni is the younger brother of Gandhari, maternal uncle, a very close relationship. Somebody related with mother means it's a very close relationship. Shakuni means he always creates doubt. So here what happens is any situation comes, it is we think that people are creating the doubt. No, before people, we ourselves are creating the doubts for ourselves. That whether I can do it or not. Once we are in that state of mind, automatically people will take advantage of it and they will start pulling us and it will get triggered. Because we ourselves are not willing to take the action. So in this way, the Duryodhan, the Dusyasan, the Shakuni, and in fact the Dhritarashtra. Dhruta means corrupt. Rashtra means a state, means a corrupt state of mind. So where is Dhritarashtra? He's inside me. So because my mind is corrupt, I'm not able to see the truth. I'm not able to see the negativity in me, means the Duryodhan, where I'm actually misusing the knowledge. I'm not able to see the Dusyasan who is inside me, where I'm crossing the code of conduct enumerated by the Supreme Soul, where I'm not able to recognize the potential in me, and I'm doubting my own worth, means the Shakuni is inside me. In fact, whatever the knowledge I'm imparting now, is it actually there in the subconscious mind? Once you get connected to the Supreme Soul, the subconscious mind gets unlocked, and the original quality of the soul, the knowledge, it starts emerging. But since we are so preoccupied with the outside world, only the conscious mind is working. So, in the same way, Dhritarashtra is accompanied by Gandhari, who has consciously closed her eyes. In the same way, when our mind gets corrupted, how did it get corrupted? By looking at the outside world. I request the spiritual seekers to have some patience, because in the first episode itself, I can't tell all things. I'll be explaining everything in detail in the upcoming episodes. Here in this episode, I'll be just talking about the Kurukshetra, the Karma Kshetra, the field of action. In that, whom we are actually facing. We are actually facing our own negative thoughts. We are ourselves crossing the code of conduct. We are doubting our worth because the mind got corrupted by seeing the outside world. So that's why Dhritarashtra is shown as a blind person, because we ourselves are not able to look into ourselves. So the subconscious mind has to guide us. But even the subconscious mind, where all these treasures of knowledge, power are there, that itself also, we have just suppressed it. We have just the Gandhari has consciously closed her eyes by tying a cloth, which we are not able to willing to see the truth. We are not able to explore the treasures which are there in the mind. So how does all this comes out? Means once you get connected to the Supreme Soul, the unlimited source of power, all these things gets unlocked. It starts emerging. So then the Dhritarashtra. Dhruta means corrupt, Rashtra means state. The corrupt state of mind gets purified. Then we can see the truth. Then we can use the knowledge in the right way. Then we can be within the code of conduct. So no need to play the role of Dusyasan. Then we can know the potential, no need to doubt ourselves. In such a state of mind, when we start destroying this Duryodhan, Dusyasan, then the Shakuni, Dhritarashtra, Gandhari, when we try to destroy with the power and the knowledge given by the Supreme Soul, we'll be victorious. We are the winner. This is in very brief the essence of Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter, where it is telling about the Kurukshetra, about the Arjuna in a state of despondency. He is in a state of sorrow, where he doesn't want to fight against the Kauravas who are there inside. So how the Supreme Soul navigates him through that, where he comes out of the attachment. So attachment has to be replaced with the alignment towards the self, with the dharma. How it has to be? The Supreme Soul with the Bhagavad Gita is actually giving us training. Suppose if we transform ourselves with the wisdom given by the God, the process will be very easy and it will be with pleasure and not painful. Unfortunately, people try to learn the lessons from the outside world, from the time, from the people. That is, the process has become very painful. If we learn it from the wisdom of the God itself, the process will be very simple and it will be very easy also. So what is the process? How we have to go about? I will just explain it in the next episode. So whatever doubts are there, for which I am putting my number on the end of this episode. So you can always talk to me. You're always welcome. So thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.